Another day, another $500 million liquidated out of the crypto markets. It's been another rough day, but the reality is that, Bitcoin is going to bounce. Today is most likely going to be the day. How could I say something so bold and so brazen? A couple of reasons. One, on the 4-hour time frame, we're looking at a really nice pattern that's happening with price and RSI. No, we had a very deep low here on Monday at about 5 p.m. on this 4-hour time frame. RSI was at 16.55, and we just had another RSI reset. Again, for those that don't know, this is when RSI goes below 25. And what's happened here is actually one of the best things we could possibly see. Seeing a higher low while we're seeing a lower low on price is actually bullish hidden divergence. Again, price is going lower, but RSI is not making new lows. This is a sign that, we're seeing signs of a bottom at least. Now, another thing that I'm looking at as well that I'm excited about is that Ethereum is right on the line that I drew recently. It's literally bouncing off of it right now on the 4-hour time frame. It's literally touching it. Like, it's insane at how well this is moving right now off of this level. So I'm expecting Ethereum to bounce. And because Ethereum leads the altcoin market, I believe that Ethereum is going to it's going to help Bitcoin to go back up. Now, the unfortunate truth about Ethereum is that it did close inside of the cloud down 5.5% yesterday, which is a really big drop. But look, we have a TBT Bearish Divergence back over here on the 1st of August, another red day inside the cloud. This one is a 2% move, a lot bigger, 5.5, but it's inside the cloud. The next day, we see a nice bounce right here off of support, and then we go up to higher highs. So could we be repeating the same thing? I think we have a really good chance to do that because, again, the macro trend is in our favor. It's still strong bullish. I know you guys are probably sick of all of these ups and downs, but this is normal. This is why I tell you, anytime that you're in profit and you've bought on the dip, just take a little bit of profit. There's nothing wrong. No one ever went broke taking a profit. So I'm also excited as well because our CME gaps here, the newest one here at $4,098 has been closed, which is awesome. This is great news for Ethereum. If we go over here to the ETH CME chart, this one has also been closed officially here as well. Boom, bada bing, bang, boom, done. So again, I don't see a real problem. I don't see an obstacle in Ethereum's way. It's at support. It's bouncing right now. There's still very, very good volume here for the chart. There's still demand for it. Let's keep pushing forward. ETH BTC also confirmed a TBT Bearish Divergence signal yesterday. But again, really similar setup. But the main difference is that ETH BTC is still strong because Ethereum is still much more bullish than Bitcoin is. I expect ETH BTC to go back up here to test the 0.5 and again to make its way up here to the 0.618, which is another 21% move from the 0.5. That's a tall order. It's going to take some time for that to happen, but we know from this last move that as soon as we saw ETH BTC push above the 382, what happened to alts across the board? That's right, they all pumped. So understand, right now we're in a different spot where Ethereum is leading the bull market. Now, because we had a really sharp uptick, or let me say it differently, I'm looking at this chart and thinking that because we saw a really sharp pullback for Bitcoin and everything else, yes, combined stablecoin dominance shot up. We did unfortunately print and close a TBO close short. The expected behavior of this is for the price, or in this case, a percentage, to go back down to the fast line, which is currently at 6.11%. It's this first number right there, 6.04%, right there. So seeing a decrease of 3% for stablecoin dominance would be a fantastic move because that's going to allow alts to move a lot higher, to recover a lot of lost ground, which is what I'm expecting for several reasons. And I'll get to that in a second. Stablecoin dominance moved up even higher. Yesterday, up almost 4%. Why do I have this circle though? What's the big deal? Well, for one, it's interesting that it's moved up here to price-based resistance at about 7.77%. Nice lucky number there. But secondly, it printed a TBO breakout all the way up here. Now, normally I would be panicking when I see a TBO breakout for stablecoin dominance. Why? Well, the reason is because TBO breakouts tell us that there should be a bullish impulse to the upside. And we did see this happen back over here in early August. And while we did see a short-term move up 3%, The important thing to keep in mind about these TBO breakouts is that the location matters a lot. The fact that we're seeing a TBO breakout all the way up here, printed literally at the top of the range, to me, that says this is a top signal. And I personally believe that we're going to see stablecoin dominance drop back down. So I actually interpret this as a really good sign. Despite this being above the cloud, above resistance, it's still not great. Ethereum really has to pump hard and high to basically get stablecoin dominance to go lower. Bitcoin dominance also moved up again yesterday, but note, no bullish reversal signals yet on the daily time frame. No RSI reset for RSI, no TBO close shorts, no TBT divergence, and the slow line continues to go down. On the 4-hour time frame, though, of course, we're going to see more signals, more activity. We actually have 2 recent TBO close shorts, these orange diamonds right here, that were printed on Monday afternoon and again Tuesday early in the morning. And we have a TBT bullish divergence there. So these are bullish reversal signals, but again, the slow line is still pointing down in a very bearish way. So we could see another uptick in Bitcoin dominance, but again, it's strong bearish on the 4-hour, strong bearish on the daily time frame. On the weekly, it's still very bearish as well inside of the cloud. Ethereum dominance printed another TBT bearish divergence signal. This red triangle is not part of the TBO, which stands for the trending breakout indicator. This is a separate indicator that's available in the pro tier of the Better Traders Club. This lets us know when there is a bearish divergence when it's red, or a bullish divergence when it is green, like back over here. So we will get these printed on the chart, especially when we're seeing a big uptrend. And it lets us know about corrections. There are a couple of these that have done a really good job, like Crow, we'll look at in a minute. Had one of these back over here last week, and since then the price has fallen a lot. But I want you to understand that if the slow line is pointing up, while these should be paid attention to, we can't get too freaked out about them. Because if we have a strong ascending slow line that's just going super duper parabolic, we're going to see a lot of these because it's letting us know, yikes, watch out, watch out. Eventually it'll be right. Right now, though, I think we're just seeing an instant replay of what we saw on the 2nd of August. So we're basically going to see a big reversal up to the top side. Top 10 dominance has almost fallen down here to support, which is actually a positive sign. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. It hasn't fallen below it, which means that I think that we should be bouncing off of it. And total ES, it printed a TBO close long, confirming it here on Monday. It fell a lot yesterday. Well, 0.25% doesn't seem like a lot, but visually it looks like a lot. But is the slow line still moving up? Yes, it definitely is. And on the 4-hour time frame, this is almost the inverse of stablecoin dominance right here. Seeing the TBO breakout way at the top doesn't really freak me out in the same way that seeing a TBO breakdown, which is the opposite of a breakout at the very bottom of the range, doesn't really freak me out. To me, this is more like a bottoming signal. Note that the previous ones we saw back over here, it was a little bit worrisome, but what happened after that is that it completely reversed. So again, I know it doesn't feel good right now, but the reality is that the trend is up for a lot of charts. I still think that things are supposed to bounce. Now, there are a couple of things that I do want to share with you that are really interesting, especially over here on the Better Traders Club Discord. For one, our TBT forecaster, which I don't talk about very much, it's mostly there for all the people that are in the Better Traders Club, but it does let us know when Bitcoin and alts are bullish or bearish. And this is just a really simple off-on signal. It just flashed a BTC is bearish signal, which is crazy because the last one that we got for Bitcoin, we see alts going green and red all over. The last Bitcoin one, right here, January 16th of this year, it says Bitcoin is bullish. So this is a really interesting symbol to get right now, especially seeing the change in dominance on all these things that are happening. The other thing to keep in mind too is that I still believe that this is a good buy the dip opportunity for many, many charts, including Pump, which we're going to look at in a second. And I have lots of good reasons why I'm buying the dip here on Pump and how I'm trading this as well. This is giving a little bit too much away, but for all of you that are watching up to this point, you're awesome already. So let me just share with you. When I enter a position, I'm going to take profit relatively quickly. And by doing that, I de-risk my position. meaning I'm basically reducing my risk of my initial investment. I'm just taking some out. Now, one thing that I like to do is when I buy the dip, I like to move my take profit targets here on AllTrading, which, if you guys didn't know already, is the best third-party trading platform ever. There's a link to sign up and get a discount down below. But right here, I want to show you something. When I buy the dip like this, what I do is, well, actually what it does is you can see right here, this is my entry on the 12th of August. So the price is actually down about 21% from my entry, which I'm not really freaked out about at all. I've been in crypto a long time, this is nothing. So what happens is when pump actually returns back up to my previous entry, I'm actually going to be de-risking my position by selling 50% of my total position. What will happen is that this gray break-even line is going to be dropped all the way down here. I'm basically creating a position where I just can't lose. Same thing over here for Ethereum. So you can see my initial average entry is right here, about 0.003 Ethereum to BTC. But my break-even price is all the way down here. Ethereum would have to drop another 30% in order for me to be in the red on my position. Now, of the remaining size of my position, I am not making as much as I've already secured, about 12%. So if it's going to really fall down, then it has to fall down a whole lot for me to actually be in the negative. So this is how I've always traded, and this is how I love to trade because it pays, especially when you understand the whole mantra of patience pays, which is what I talk about at our courses, bettertraders.com. The best course for you to check out first is 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom. This goes over everything you need to know about automated trading using the AllTrading platform, talks about automated trading strategies using DCA bots and free DCA bot signals, or free TBT signals, which are awesome, and also trend trading strategies using the TBO indicator, as well as A/B trading strategies. Plus, you get a 1-month trial to the Better Traders Club. And we have a live stream coming up this Thursday, and I'm actually going to be hosting this one. It's going to be an AMA on the Discord server for everyone that's in the trader and in the pro tiers. So if you want to hang out with me this Thursday, I believe it's going to be my evening. So it's really early, New York morning. But for everyone that's in Europe or in Asia, it's a good time for you. It's going to be your afternoon or early afternoon, late afternoon, that time frame. So again, if you want access to that and you want to hang out, go to the trader tier, or rather go to the Better Traders Club, sign up to the trader tier or the pro tier. And I want to go back over here to talk just a little bit more about DCA bots on AllTrading. So I've been trading Stewie for quite a while. You guys know this. And you can see that I have a position right here that's actually just opened up recently. Now, we have two positions, actually. There's one that literally just opened up and another one that's been open here for about 2 days right now. The main thing I need you guys to understand about DCA bot trading is that patience pays. A lot of these positions did not close immediately. Some of them took a long time to close. That's just the name of the game. But if you can stay committed to this, if you can stay consistent in your strategies, then you can have positions close after 8 hours, 8 days, 8 weeks. And the reality is that this is just going to be working passively in the background. So you might have some really quick wins like this one for ADA. This one literally opened right over here, at about 1 a.m. and it closed right away. I think this took only 2 hours, which is crazy. It's not unusual though either. It's kind of fun. So let's go back over here and we're going to look at today's picks. Yesterday, I took everything that you guys asked for. I did see a lot of good picks from you guys today, but I'm going to be picking a lot of my own because there's a lot of things that I'm looking at right now that I'm really excited about, and you should be too. Now, let's start off first with Binance Coin. BNB printed a TBT Bearish Divergence up here. Now, this isn't a great sign because it means that, like this one, it's preceding a drawdown. But again, I'm all eyes on Ethereum right now. And if we remember that the slow line is pointing up really, really well, the price is still above the TBO cloud. It's still a strong bullish chart. One thing to consider is that BNB could be making this nice higher lows, higher highs pattern where we might see it push up closer to $1,000. I think it will, to be honest. But right now, we're looking at a target of a pullback down here to the TBO fast line at about $811. SPX, this one actually didn't print a TBT Bearish Divergence. It actually confirmed a TBO Open short. We haven't talked about these in a long time, because for the most part, everything's been really bullish. But what is this? Well, this is the inverse of a TBO open long. An open long is this green triangle that appears right here. So this open long, the first one, printed back over here on April 28th. So if we entered a long on SPX at 57 cents, we'd be sitting real pretty right now. And we ran this trade all the way until we got our open short right here. Then we've made 126% in this trade, which is insane. Now, why am I excited or happy about this signal right here? It's honestly a bearish confirmation signal. That's what it does. It lets us know that this is a bearish confirmation. But personally, I'm looking at SPX1. Nope, this is just an oversold chart. Look at RSI. We have a huge possibility of seeing an RSI reset today. An RSI reset is when daily RSI, most of the time, yeah, daily or weekly. Weekly is a bigger signal, but daily, when we see this orange line go below 25 and it snaps back, we make a V-shaped move. It's this part right here going above that we're paying attention to. We're just seeing it confirm below 25 on yesterday's confirmed close candle about an hour and 20 minutes ago. So seeing it now above 25 is a great sign. We're still early. We need to wait until today's candle closes. But personally, I think that we're going to see SPX bounce from here. We also have this open TBO close long from back over here last week on Thursday. So we're still waiting for the price to go back up to the fast line, which is at $1.59 or so. So that's actually a good thing. And I'm excited about this as well, because when we get an open short, that means that we're also going to be getting closed shorts, which are my favorite bullish reversal signals. So that's also another, trying to look on the bright side of things. ZORA printed a really nasty candle yesterday, down 20% just about, and a second TBT Bearish Divergence signal. I let you guys know about the first one on my Saturday video that printed on Friday. So this one has been flashing some bearish signals for quite a bit. We had a TBT Bearish Divergence cluster late July. Price shoots up higher. We have our TBO breakouts, which is really exciting. And then, remember this? I said, guys, watch out. Anytime we get lots of these TBO closed longs, or if they're closed shorts, it's bullish, but lots of closed longs, that's a bearish sign. The next thing I'm expecting to see actually for ZORA is if it's going to go below the 4-hour cloud. Now, to be honest, the chart is still extremely bullish. Yes, it's bouncing right now after being oversold. I think if Ethereum does well, ZORA will do well as well, but it's still not a very bullish sign. It's obviously starting to lose some strength here. Volume has fallen off a cliff. So RSI is also reflecting lower highs, lower lows as well. It's a bearish structure. Just be careful. Now, all of these blue flags right here denote something to do with TBO close longs, which are actually bearish signs. These are early bearish reversal warnings. I've been talking about these a lot lately because they just keep popping up. Yesterday, XRP fell 6.5%, which is a really nasty pullback. It's a really bad one. We don't have an RSI reset on the daily time frame, but because of the massive sell-off, I am expecting XRP to go back up to the fast line at $3.06. Solana, same story. Again, waiting for the price to recover and go back up to the fast line. Doge, same story, waiting to go back to the fast line. ADA, we did not see one on the daily time frame, but we saw 3 of these in the last 2 days or so. So our first one is confirmed here on Monday afternoon. And then we saw one Tuesday at 9 a.m. and another one Tuesday at 9 p.m. Seeing a lot of these in close proximity is never a good sign. But the reality of this right now is that Cardano actually fell back down to the daily TBO fast line, which gives us a TBO springboard bounce setup. These are a bullish pullback technique that I've taught many times in these videos and I talk about a lot in the Better Traders Club. Moving on, XLM, TBO closed long on the daily. We're waiting for the price to snap back up to the fast line. Bitcoin Cash. Now, this is interesting. This is the first TBO closed long we've seen since June 5th. The last time we saw this happen, it was not fun, but this is also when it was looking pretty weak. But the main difference now is the slow line used to be kind of moving down, and now the slow line's moving up a whole lot more. So personally, I think that we're going to see Bitcoin Cash go back above this resistance line, back up to tag the fast line, but it is not a good sign to see it pull back this much. HBAR, similar story on the daily time frame, TBO closed long. AVAX, TBO closed long on the daily. Now, Crow, this is what I mentioned before. We have a TBT bearish divergence here last Thursday, but before that, we actually saw a TBT bearish divergence cluster. These yellow symbols right here denote clusters, which is basically the same thing as a TBT bearish divergence, but they're big, bright, and yellow to draw our attention to be like, ding, 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 watch out, watch out. And I've been telling you guys, okay, I know Kronos is doing really well. It had breakouts and stuff. It was looking great. Even after the breakouts, it moved up, 14%, which is a good move. But seeing these, not ever a good sign, no matter how bullish the chart is. Then we have TBO close long, seeing the price drop more and more. Of course, getting now TBT bearish divergence on the daily. Then we get a close long confirmed. The chart has had a pretty nasty pullback. Does it mean it's done? Not necessarily. I mean, it's had a pretty nasty pullback, but the slow line still continues to move up higher. Now, I really wish RSI dropped a little bit more to do a proper RSI reset, but we get what we get. Ethereum Classic also has a TBO close long on the daily time frame. Once the chart refreshes, there it is. Okay, so not everything is looking bad, to be honest. I know it doesn't feel good right now, but not everything is looking bearish. To be honest, Link is still looking good to me. I know that it had a nasty 8% pullback, but you have to remember that it actually made a higher high yesterday. 26.76 is the high on Monday, which is insane. It lost overhead resistance. We can see, I have to do it here on the daily time frame, but long time overhead resistance that's been in play since December. But check it out. Is the slow line pointing up? Yes, it's actually starting to curl up more and more. Is the price above the cloud? Yes, so it's still strong bullish. Is volume there to support all this? Oh, yes. No, volume is still very, very, very bullish. On balance volume as well, looking very bullish too. So I actually expect Link to continue staying bullish, to go back above resistance and head back up to TBO resistance at 25.81. Pump, I shared this trade in progress with you in all trading back over here. I have to pull up the chart. Where is it? Here we go. So the reason why I entered more on this position, I actually added to my position, is because of what I saw over here. You can see the price actually fell back down to this green dotted line. Look at this, guys. This green dotted line has been there the entire time, just so you know. This is the power of the trending breakout indicator. I love this. It is literally plotted out support, which is brilliant. I love this. So seeing it bounce off of support right here is a good sign. The other thing that I'm really excited about is on the 4-hour time frame, we're seeing bullish reversal structure. We're seeing a low here on Tuesday at 1 p.m. and a higher low at 9 p.m. Seeing a higher low as the price continues to struggle and go lower is hidden bullish divergence. So again, I'm expecting pump to go higher. Grass. I know a lot of you have been frustrated with this chart. You've probably been wondering and asking about it. We had these TBT bullish divergence signals way back over here earlier this month on the 9th of August and on the 12th of August. And then can you believe it's already the 20th of August? Oh my gosh. But now we have a TBT bullish divergence cluster in progress. This is not yet confirmed. We still have 22 hours and 30 minutes left to confirm it. But if we hold this today, this is such a good bullish reversal signal. I am not even kidding. It's awesome. Now, some charts to pay attention to and watch. SUI unfortunately lost this incredibly important support level. How important is it? Am I exaggerating? No, this is a really, really important level that's been established back over here on the pullback in April. And we saw SUI actually struggle with this after the pullback here in June 2025 over and over and over until it finally bounced up to resistance and fell back down. So breaking below this is a really bad sign. I'm really disappointed because SUI was looking so good for such a long time. This is really not good. We don't have an RSI reset. On the 4-hour time frame, we don't have any bullish reversal signals at all. It's just a bad sign. So we need to watch out for this one. Tau, BitTensor, similar story. This one has broken support as well. Not a good sign at all. Mantle continues to defy gravity. It pushed up yesterday 4.3%. It's still struggling with historical TBO resistance way up here, but I am still in awe of Mantle. This chart is doing so well. Aptos gave away a lot of gains yesterday, 6% of those gains. We have 3 TBO closed shorts. Does it discourage? Does it can't think of the word, invalidate the TBO breakout? Sorry, oh my gosh, the TBT bullish divergence signals here. No, the weekly is still valid. This is a long-term signal. Weekly means it's going to take weeks. I'm still bullish on Aptos. I'm still expecting it to do really well. Cornflakes, as I like to call it now. Remember, this one had TBT Bearish Divergence back over here on the 11th of August. Since then, we've seen some really nasty moves. Plus, it had 3 TBO closed longs. Do you guys remember this? You can go back and watch the videos. I was saying, guys, just watch out. Anytime we see lots of these, it's a really bad sign. Since then, we've seen cornflakes fall down 20%. It has TBO breakdowns right now on the 4-hour, which is really not good, and also confirmed a TBO close long. So why is it red? It's just red, so that way I want to follow up with this. And it does have an RSI reset. So even though the price has fallen a lot, it is technically at price-based support, kind of, sort of. But it is due for a pullback, or rather a bounce back up to the fast line, in my opinion. Guys, there are so many charts, and I'm so excited to share more in today's market analysis, not on Discord. Well, actually, yes, on Discord, but the only way you can get access to it is by joining the Better Traders Club. And again, you get 1 month free of the Better Traders Trader tier, Better Traders Club Trader tier, by joining 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom. And again, I want you to join the Better Traders Club so you can hang out with me in the AMA scheduled for this week. And before you go, I want you to watch this video that I posted on Sunday, so that way you can understand how to use Femex and automated long and short signals generated from a free trading view strategy for free bot trading. So watch this video, and until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.